It is the tail end of the celebration in the Chancellery Palace, and this is the room where the photo exhibit of 30 years of diplomatic ties between the Holy See and the United States. The photo exhibit was held here. There were refreshments as well. And I'm just going to walk over to part of the photo exhibit. President Reagan opened official ties at the embassy level, naming Bill Wilson as our first ambassador, but ties not at the ambassador level have actually gone on for many, many years. As you can see under Paul VI meeting President John Kennedy, Jacqueline Kennedy, and this lovely display is in Italian and English. Paul VI meeting President Johnson, and we don't have any pictures of John Paul I, but we then move to John Paul II and his meeting with many presidents, both in the Vatican and in Washington. Here, of course, is President Reagan, who was to name on January 10th, 1984. And there's Reagan and his wife visiting the Vatican in 1982. I was present at that. And here is Bill Wilson was in Rome as the United States envoy. And then he was upgraded January 10th, 1984 to the level of ambassador. And here we have the Pope with the soccer team. John Paul with the Bushes when he was president. George Bush came just a few months after his inauguration to the Vatican. Here we have Reagan and the Pope walking in the gardens during a visit to the U.S. Bill and Hillary Clinton, again, meeting the Holy Father. And this picture is 1995. John Paul loved children, as does Francis. Let me see who this is. Madeleine Albright, our Secretary of State at the time this was taken, 1998. American blues guitarist B.B. King. Civil rights activist Rosa Parks meets John Paul. Here you can see him with Al Gore, Vice President. And this was amazing, Pope Benedict, meeting George Bush in Washington, of course, and then welcoming him to the Vatican Gardens. Refreshments were served, a concert was played, first and only time in the history of the relationship between the two states. Pope Francis greeting Vice President Biden, who came March 19th of last year for the inauguration. And our host today, Ambassador Ken Hackett, welcoming all of us to this beautiful room and this wonderful celebration. Look at this. Isn't this blow your mind? The beauty. Lots of places like this in Rome, let me tell you. Look at that.